Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Dak going to start out going to the air. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott on play action. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rico Dowdle, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Jackson on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. On play action, Prescott. Step. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right? And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Aubrey Good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Mike 55.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Second and 11 now. Running right, it's Pollard. Down the right sideline. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They juked him. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
55 mark, guys, 55. Hey, pick your game.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On third down, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, anytime you send your kicker out to try a long one, you got to figure that the defense, they're on guard for something like that.
Well, I like the way that you're thinking because that's exactly what defenses practice when they put their special teams out there. Long field goals.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson options out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. He will return this from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting?
He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, and don't tell everyone how many I had.
Come on, QB, come on. 55 is my guy.
Here's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play action now, Prescott.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. 2nd down, Pollard again.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Prescott now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. That is caught. Bateman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
There's 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Clock at 24 seconds. Here comes 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 20.
And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 13.
240 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So the first drive here in OT and a huge run not only gets him into enemy territory, but into the enemy's red zone.
Remember, this used to be field goal territory. Go ahead and kick it, win the game. Now you've set yourselves up for the touchdown. What a promising start for this drive.
And he's brought down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Dowdle diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.